Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Katrina Gerard Art. Today I am going to be teaching you how to clean your brush cleaner. So for anyone that does oil painting, you should know you do not clean your brushes with straight water and soap. You do that after you get as much oil paint out of the brushes as you can, and you do that with this. This is Odorless Turpenoid and this is Odorless Paint Thinner. Pretty much the same thing. But what you do is you stick some of this brush cleaner into a jar. I have two jars here. This jar on the right is the one that I am going to be cleaning out because it is very dirty, and I'm going to put it into this jar. If you can see here, I use small jars. I think it works a lot better for me. Inside of this, I have cleaner, and what happens is the cleaner separates from the paint. So when you clean your brushes, the whole jar will look very murky and will look like the paint is stirred up in it. But when you let it sit for a few days, it's kind of like oil and water, where this just completely separates from the oil paint. So the oil paint is all on the bottom in this jar. Okay, if you can see here, do you see how there's a clear amount of cleaner and then there's a bunch of guck on the bottom and on the sides? All right, so now we are going to take this and put this cleaner into another jar because it is still usable, and then we will clean out all of the paint from underneath. All right, so what we are going to do is we are going to take a new jar that's clean, and we're going to dump out the clean cleaner from this jar. As we do that, there's going to become some of the paint that's going to try and go through. You can see that a little bit. I got a little bit in there, but that's okay. This is mostly cleaner. There's a tiny bit left in here of cleaner, but not very much, and I'm actually just going to use that and just kind of shake it up a little bit. That's going to get the rest of the paint from the bottom and on the sides just a little bit more active, I guess you could say. So when I dump it out, it's going to get a lot of the paint with it. So do not dump this in a sink. It will coat the drains and get it disgusting, and you will have a big problem on your hands. You always want to throw away anything with the oil paint. So we are not going to dump the rest of this down the sink. We are just going to put it inside of this garbage. I'm just going to dump it out here. There wasn't very much. And now you can see I just have a little bit of paint on the bottom. So I'm going to take paper towels and I'm just going to clean this out. Do you see all that nasty? That's just paint. Okay, do you see how it's mostly empty? Now we are going to put a little bit back in. Do the same thing we did before. I'm going to close it up and shake it to get everything on the sides wet. That way it'll be a little bit easier to clean. Okay, I'm actually going to keep that cleaner inside, so when I go across, it should help me clean up the sides. Now that we have mostly clean, we can dump back the paint thinner into this can if we wanted to. I think I'm just going to keep this, believe it or not, right before I filmed this video. This jar looked the exact same as this one, but I just did this process. So I am just gonna go ahead and throw it away and just stay with this jar, just because that one I have used so much, it's just to its point. So I can take either one of these and dump some more inside. I like to have at least that much when I paint. Again, this is going to last me a long time. So when I get ready to paint, I'll have this out. As I am painting, I will wash off my brush as I need and then just dry it off with a paper towel and continue into different colors. But as the paint drops to the bottom every single time I paint, it is going to create another thing, just like I showed you, another layer of paint, which I will have to re-clean. My teacher for art says to do it every week after painting class, and I will be honest, I'm not diligent. And so the last time that I did this was probably a couple of months ago, and I paint every week. So granted, that's not very good, and that's probably why my jar was so disgusting, but that's okay, it still works. And the cleaner lasts forever because every single time it just rises to the top. And so this does last a long time. If this spills and gets out, it can create a mess, and it's not good to have it spill. So make sure that you keep these upright in any container that you're carrying them in, and don't let them fall down or be laying down on their sides or anywhere where they can leak out. You want them always facing upwards. That goes for this as well. So that is how you clean out your cleaning jar, and thanks for watching.